He is a guru in men's fashion, unique and effortlessly stylish in every look. The most prominent businessmen in Kazakhstan trust him with their style. In this episode of Sense of Style, designer Madi Sypatayev will unveil the secrets for creating a confidently stylish image. How can clothing broaden one's horizons and inspire bold achievements? And how did a Turkistan-printed T-shirt find its way to Monaco's prince? Living on the French Riviera, he draws inspiration from his Kazakh roots. His creations are infused with maritime themes, yet they subtly incorporate elements of his cultural heritage. Each piece tells a captivating story, harmonizing the coastal aesthetics with the rich tapestry of Kazakh traditions.
Today, while in Almaty, I had the chance to visit an Oriental cafe. Occasionally, for inspiration, I need the freshly baked baursaks with a unique flavor and tea.
Свежевыпеченных баурсаков с таким магнезом и с таким чаем. Конечно, это мне периодически...
Something that my wife makes occasionally in France. However, the taste here in the homeland is different and irreplaceable. That's for sure.
Будет отличаться и будет незаменим. Это однозначно.
As a graduate of physics and mathematics school, Madi spent a significant portion of his career in the construction business, building tennis courts, football fields, golf facilities, and other sports infrastructure in Kazakhstan and Russia. Another facet of his business involved selling specialized equipment. So how did he transition from selling excavators and dump trucks to designing clothing? Many wonder. Follow your passion, Madi responds. He embraced this philosophy, and in 2016, after relocating to France, he founded his own clothing brand.
I've been contemplating creating clothing for a long time. The creative spark within me has always been there, but I couldn't fully express it earlier. Nevertheless, I engaged in designing brochures and advertisements, uniforms for our employees, and merch clothing for my previous businesses. I have always participated in such creative moments and constantly thought that someday I would establish my clothing line. I wanted to create a brand that could be passed down as an inheritance. The artistic aspect seems to have been genetically passed down through my mother and grandmothers. My mother has always dressed tastefully, being a stylish woman. My grandmothers crafted national items like korpe, dresses, headgear called kimeshek, and more. For them, it was not just a hobby, it was almost a profession.
The early years of his career, the designer reflects more as experimental. Through trial and error, Madi gained a clear understanding of the differences not only in styles between Kazakhstan, Europe, and Russia, but also in people's body types. Hence, in today's clothing production process, the designer offers specific patterns for a particular market. The creative work, including sketching and creating prototypes, takes place in France, while the garments are manufactured in factories in Italy and Portugal. People describe Madi's products, suits, t-shirts, or outerwear, as distinctive and interesting. The designer emphasizes their practicality above all. The brand also offers cultural items such as headdress, takiya, and shapan coats. While these are currently available in Kazakhstan's market, the designer is confident that they will soon be stylized and worn in Europe as well.
This is our new headgear, takiya, made from Scottish wool. It is reversible, designed specifically for stylish individuals like you, so you can wear it in your everyday life. I suggest trying it on. You can pair it with a suit, for example, add a grey tie, and it will look perfect. When you are heading to a party, an evening stroll, or just wearing it during the day, you can flip it and wear the other side. Pair it with a jacket and a t-shirt for a sporty and casual look. When you need to fold it, just do it like this, and it fits right into your pocket.
С дизайнером Мади я познакомился чисто случайно, благодаря своей супруге.
I got to know designer Madi by chance thanks to my wife, who gave me this headgear as a gift. I discovered that it suited me to the extent that this Kazakh Yeli series is crucial when I'm abroad. Having a distinctive piece of clothing representing my country helps promote it internationally, making us stand out from others. When foreigners ask about it, I try to explain that it is from Kazakhstan. I elaborate on the people of Kazakhstan, the country itself, and why it would be good for them to visit and see it. Lately, our designers seem to have caught a wave inspired by our folk history. As a nation, we have a rich history, and designers who base their collections on this have found a good niche. For me, the most important thing in my wardrobe is comfort. This cap is one of my favorites, and I also have a polo. I am thinking about getting something from the Turkistan series too. I haven't found the right size yet, but I'd like to, because Turkistan is a historical place of Kazakhstan, and it also needs to be popularized.
Тоже приобрести, потому что, историческое место для Казахстана, и его тоже нужно популяризовать.
The Turkistan collection stands out as the brand's highlight. In this line, the designer recreated a monogram print identical to the ornament of Hoja Ahmet Yassoui's mausoleum. Some pieces even showcase an image of the mausoleum itself. The collection's patriotic vibe is accentuated by the Turkestan Soul inscription. Thanks to these unique details, the collection has resonated with the people of Kazakhstan and perhaps even with the Prince of Monaco. There is a polo from the Turkistan series proudly resting in his wardrobe.
He didn't directly purchase it. The finance minister of Monaco visited our boutique in Metropole, which is a shopping center in Monaco. He was at our corner examining various clothing items and bought a T-shirt from the Turkistan line for himself. He mentioned that he found it interesting. The consultant explained the concept of our brand, and the minister said that the prince is interested in Central Asia. The minister also mentioned that he finds this print intriguing because it reminds him of a print in their castle, somewhat similar, that complements some Monacan print. He said, "I will gift this cashmere polo to the Prince of Monaco. I think he will like it." And that is how they acquired it.
Another bestseller from the brand is the Kazakh Yeli or Kazakh land collection. In a somewhat paradoxical journey, Madi dedicated a substantial amount of time to researching in museums and libraries across France while developing this line. The heraldry of medieval coats of arms is a topic that has always captivated him. This led the designer to ponder, could there be a connection between historical coats of arms and the Kazakh tribal marks, tanba, that had consistently sparked his inspiration? True innovators are not afraid to mix and experiment, recognizing that it is through such processes that genuinely groundbreaking products emerge. The Kazakh Yeli collection beautifully blends these two narratives, perhaps serving as a reminder of the value of friendship between nations. Currently residing on the French Riviera, where summer feels eternal, Madi's creations are crafted for all seasons, including the harsh winters in Kazakhstan.
Вот эти вещи берут бизнесмены. Это, например, кардиган, пиджак, да, кардиганного типа.
These items are favored by businessmen. For instance, this cardigan or jacket is incredibly comfortable, especially if you have a slender build. It accentuates the figure and provides excellent warmth. These down jackets are intended for temperatures of 20 to 30 degrees negative. They are filled with goose down, weighing around a kilogram, so you will not feel them on your body. The trim features beaver fur, and the finishing is a blend of wool and polyester. They come in both practical dark colors and lighter shades. Currently, wearing light-colored clothing is trendy in Europe, as it emphasizes your status. Only very wealthy individuals can afford to wear white clothing even in winter. Therefore, if you see more people in Kazakhstan opting for light colors, it may signify that they are highlighting their status.
Они поступят ближе к Наурузу. Это шапан. Это вот, который мы вам рассказывали, шапан в этническом стиле, но
I want to draw your attention to the ethnic style Shapan coat, which is casual and suitable for everyday wear. The distinctive feature of this Shapan is that it is quilted. I first encountered this idea in Kyrgyzstan, where they produce quilted Shapans. When I saw it, I was greatly impressed. Around the same time, while taking my children to the museum, I noticed that ancient Shapans were also quilted. That is, when I realized that the quilted technique is a characteristic theme in our Central Asian culture. I used to only see velour Shapans on different celebrations and believed that this was the only style of Kazakh Shapan. However, that is not true. In reality, Kazakhs wore modest, monotone, quilted Shapans. Quilting was essential for processing. They used to quilt and add linings inside to make it thicker and warmer. The uniqueness of these Shapans lies in their reversibility. For example, here we have used a lining called Marrakesh, drawing inspiration from Casablanca, Morocco. Since we plan to export these Shapans to Arab countries, this lining adds a special touch. The reversible design makes our clothing practical and distinguishes it from many other designers. Additionally, we have designed a Shapan with a hood that is detachable via a zipper. You can wear it without the hood, and it is also reversible, featuring the same Marrakesh print.
двусторонний, с таким же принтом Марракеш.
In the scope of this brand, Madi not only offers clothing but also provides stylist services for men, both offline and online. While stylist consultations have been quite popular among women in the modern world, there is a growing interest in such services among men. Primarily, the designer helps determine an individual's color type, identifying the colors that suit them based on skin tone, hair color, and other unique features. Madi then creates a wardrobe capsule for the client, a collection of clothing and footwear items that perfectly complement each other and are suitable for various occasions. This service is particularly favored among business-oriented men who value their time and prefer not to spend it contemplating what to wear. A capsule curated based on color type, size, and style completely resolves the question of how to look stylish and confident. Whether for a man or a woman, Madi follows several fundamental rules in wardrobe collection.
Первое, это нужно одевать вещи, которые тебе как раз. То есть очень много.
Firstly, it is essential to wear clothes that fit you well. The vast majority of men buy clothing without tailoring it to their specific measurements. Unfortunately, items are not sold in stores precisely tailored to your body. Once you have acquired a piece, it is crucial to make necessary adjustments, such as shortening sleeves or tightening the fit. This attention to detail distinguishes someone who takes care of their appearance from someone who doesn't. Secondly, color coordination is key. Avoid excessive diversity, ensuring that all items complement each other. A mismatched wardrobe is considered imbalanced. If a person is dressed in a disheveled manner, it might suggest a lack of organization or structure in their thoughts. Harmoniously chosen colors and well-fitted clothing indicate an all-encompassing sense of harmony in a person. People who are well dressed and coordinated tend to become more harmonious overall, at work, in family life, and as a friend. The way a person dresses can reflect their character, just as the eyes can reveal whether someone is open or closed. Clothing, along with other elements like body language, figure, and hairstyle, collectively communicates a person's level of harmony or lack thereof.
The designer notes that business style varies significantly across different countries. For instance, in France, a formal suit with a tie is reserved for politicians and top executives of major companies. Businessmen prefer a casual style: polo shirts, jeans, blazers, lightweight jackets, with stylish shoes such as loafers or moccasins. In Italy, the business image is less formal, dominated by bright colors, jeans, and sometimes athletic footwear, paired with a suit and tie. Rings, chains, and bracelets are traditional elements of men's wardrobes in Europe. Additionally, the arrangement of rings on fingers can carry symbolic meaning, reflecting a person's status and character. In Kazakhstan, the business and official community leans towards dark blue and black suits and formal footwear. However, recently trousers with eyelets and ties, as well as more casual, less formal footwear, have become slightly more popular.
Я знаю, что по дресс-коду, например, политики, они должны одевать темные костюмы, там, светлые галстуки.
I know that according to the dress code, politicians, for instance, are expected to wear dark suits with light-colored ties for international or highly formal meetings. However, I believe that wearing dark blue or black suits in everyday life is not necessary. I think these dark colors can feel somewhat constricting for people. I'm not advocating for wearing flashy or garish colors, but rather suggesting incorporating slightly lighter tones. Many, not all, Kazakhs look good in lighter tones like light gray, light beige, or even a green jacket. Therefore, I support the idea of wearing different shades besides the basic blue and black. From a psychological perspective, as a color type consultant, I would say when a person sees variety and a bit more brightness, it subtly changes their subconsciousness, influencing their lifestyle and interactions with others. When you're always in dark colors, you appear stricter and more reserved, which influences your thinking and puts up barriers. Discipline and strictness are essential, but they need to be flexibly balanced, and I believe color can help with that. I am not saying to wear a red suit, but shades like beige, grey, dark green, light grey or burgundy are suitable enough.
Светло-серый, там, так скажем, бордовый, их можно носить.
Изделия данного дизайнера.
I like the catalogue of products of this designer, and I appreciate that it incorporates national traits and a combination of colors that you will not find in other designers' stores. In my wardrobe, the most important thing for me is to have comfort, a sense of style, and the right color combinations. It doesn't matter if you wear sportswear or more classic, smart clothing. You can easily combine this designer's clothing within your wardrobe.
The designer's creations serve as a bridge between Eastern culture and European tailoring. In Madi's words, we embody a Turkic spirit within French patterns. Focused on modern authenticity, the brand has gained popularity across a wide region, in Kazakhstan, Russia, and along the French Riviera from San Remo to Montpellier. Expanding its success online, the brand now ships products to various countries including Denmark, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Currently, the designer is crafting a collection featuring the image of the snow leopard, a symbol representing Kazakhstan's rich natural and cultural heritage. His future plans are even more ambitious.
Одна из, так скажем,
We have a significant ambition to design clothing for the Kazakhstan Olympic team. Whether it is for the upcoming Paris Olympic Games or the subsequent Winter Games, creating the Olympic uniform is a major goal for us.
However, achieving such success is no easy feat. Producers of high-quality clothing face constant competition from brands that prioritize fast production and affordable goods. Madi Sypatayev prioritizes the durability of his clothing, designing models intended to be worn for 5 to 10 years. This requires the designer to anticipate styles and elements that will remain fashionable over such an extended period. Nonetheless, the brand's ethno-chic remains an absolute exclusive, already cherished and beloved by its customers.